Hey, I'm Jose.
I'm D.
And guess what? In our last video on the sales department, we had the great news of how many KTMs we just got in. Well, here you go. This one's going out. So now D and the guys are going to talk about something that they did pretty cool. So I'll see you later while they do their thing.
All right, guys. D Brown here, repping the parts department and the service department. We got Chad Superstar. This is not a hula hoop. This is a tubeless system for all you two-wheel guys getting off-road. We're going to talk about that. Chad, what is the benefit here to this tubeless system?
Tubeless is mainly for the woods guys so that they can run anywhere from 0 PSI up to normal 15 to 17 PSI on tire pressure. Advantages to this is that you can actually plug the tire instead of having to replace tubes like a normal tube system. So there's major benefits to this, and with the low pressure that you can run in these, you get superior traction. Superior, especially in the mud.
It helps prevent pinch flats too?
No, you can't really pinch that.
Okay. So yes?
So I guess as long as the pinch on the tire is not huge, you can plug it. But if it's big, then it's time for a new tire.
Gotcha.
You can still reuse this. You just have to have a new tire.
Okay, excellent. Guys, we carry these at the parts counter. I didn't know much about them, wanted to learn more, so that's why we came back here. And Chad is going to show us how to do the install.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is getting the valve stem and the valve stem for the tire inflation centered for the two holes that they need to go in, because usually from the factory they're not perfectly lined up to get it mounted right. So you got to kind of move this tube around to get it where you need it. Looks pretty good there. Alright. Alright, so they supply you with this special tubeless rim tape that protects the inner tube that's in your tubeless from the spokes popping it. And this has to be installed a certain way, which is one full turn around in the center and then two to the outer part of this lip right here. So 3 rotations around. We've got our first rotation done, and now we're going to come all the way up to where it flattens out right here. And you're going to want to go full rotation around it. Alright, let's get that part of it done. Alright, we're getting ready to go ahead, and what you do is install this on the rim first, and then this will get put inside of the tire all after I get this put on. We're putting some Armor All on it, so it has some lube. Alright, now before you install this on the rim, make sure you take this off, because this is your lock nut for your rim lock, and without it, the rim lock doesn't work, and it's not going to work, period. So got one thing. Alright, we're taking an 11mm drill bit, and we're taking the size of this hole to an 11mm so that the bead lock can go all the way through correctly, so that we can lock it down. you get all the little metal bits out. And as you can see how this stems at a little bit of an angle, so we're going to have to adjust it a little bit more. Looks pretty good right there. Alright, that's how you get it on there without damaging it as much as you use your hands as much as possible, not the tire wrench, because tire wrench will put dimples in this little ribs right here, and if there's any dimples in these ribs, that's what makes up against the tire and keeps the seal. So, unless you put a spoon on it, the better. Value with this special tool, you'll use this to help get the rim, because what you do with these is actually get the rim inside of the tire, totally opposite of normal tire changes on dirt bikes. And it's not fun. Okay. We've got it like that. Can we move this out? There's one side. Tires mounted now. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill the 110 psi, which is your inner bladder, which takes the tire up against the rim and locks the air in to where it can't escape from the tire. Go. All right. Yeah. The skinny one is your 110. This is your tire pressure. So make sure that you never do that one at 110 or you're going to have major issues. So we're going to air that up to 110.
Okay, Chad, tell me what's up.
So we've got the 110 in it now. Now we're going to air up just the tire to make sure that it holds pressure. All right, so it's got 30 in it now. We're going to knock it down to 15. And at this point, you're just going to want to let it sit and check it in about 5 minutes to see if it's lost any. If it hasn't lost any, then you're probably good. Then you can go ahead and put your stickers on it to tell you which one is your 110 and which one is your normal tire pressure. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to torque down the rim lock to 9 foot-pounds. Now we're going to make sure it's Still holding the 15 that I put in it. And it's still holding the 15 that I put in it. So it's holding air. Last thing you want to do is give you this sticker kit so that you know which one is your 110 and which one is your normal tire pressure. I recommend putting these on. That way you can't get it backwards and screw things up. So we're finishing up with installing the stickers on here so that you know which one is the 110 and which one is your normal tire pressure. As you can see, it tells you right away. Plus you can know if the stickers fall off, the red cap is your normal tire pressure, the blue cap is your 110.
Just like that.
Well, guys, there it is. I'm D.
I'm Jose.
Hey, Chad did a nice job installing. Let's give him a hand.
You want a bigger hand?